Welcome. In this video, we will explore Fubini's theorem, a fundamental concept in multivariable calculus. Specifically, we will learn when and why we can switch the order of integration in double integrals. This technique is often the key to solving complex problems that initially seem impossible. Before we dive into the theorem, let's recall what a double integral represents. Geometrically, calculating a double integral of a function f of x and y over a region R is equivalent to finding the volume under the surface defined by that function. We approximate this volume by summing up infinitely many tiny rectangular columns over the region. In practice, we don't sum columns manually. We use iterated integrals. This notation means we perform the integration in steps, working from the inside out. Step 1 is the inner integral, treating one variable as a constant. Step 2 is the outer integral, which gives us the final numerical result. Here is the statement of Fubini's theorem for the simplest case, rectangular regions. It states that if your function is continuous, the order does not matter. You can integrate with respect to x then y, or y then x. Both methods will yield exactly the same result. Let's visualize the first order, dx dy here. The inner integral is with respect to x. Imagine taking horizontal slices across your region. We calculate the area of one such slice by moving from left to right, and then we stack all these slices vertically along the y-axis. Now consider the reverse order, dy dx here. We integrate with respect to y first. This corresponds to vertical slices. We calculate the height of a strip from bottom to top, and then we sum these vertical strips horizontally along the x-axis. You might ask, if the answer is the same, why do we care? The reason is practical solvability. Look at the integral of e to the power of x squared. We cannot integrate this with respect to x using elementary functions. However, if we switch the order to dy first, the problem often simplifies into something we can easily solve. There is a catch. If your region is not a rectangle, you cannot simply swap the numbers on the integral signs. For type 1 regions with vertical slices, limits depend on x. For type 2 regions with horizontal slices, limits depend on y. To switch the order, you must redraw the region and determine new boundary functions. Let's look at a simple example to prove this works. Here we integrate the function x plus y over a rectangle. On the left, we integrate x then y. On the right, we integrate y then x. As you can see, the math is different in the intermediate steps, but the final result, 3, is identical. To summarize, Fubini's theorem guarantees that for continuous functions, the order of integration is interchangeable. This is a powerful tool for simplifying difficult integrals. Just remember, when dealing with complex shapes, you must carefully recalculate your limits of integration when you make the switch.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.